If you struggle with cymbal bleed in your shell mics, then listen to how I went from this to this. Hi, I'm Stefan from Mix66, and in this video I will show you a bleed reduction technique that I have recently discovered. I was messing around with Soothe 2 to chain my guitars, and I was thinking to myself, what an amazing plugin. I saw the sidechain function of Soothe 2 and I noticed that I have never used it. So I thought, how could I use the sidechain function in Soothe 2? I had the idea to use a hi-hat signal as a sidechain for my snare mic. I thought it could work quite well as a bleed reduction technique, and I immediately tested it and I was quite impressed with the results. Many people struggle with cymbal bleed in their shell microphones, and the modern compressed sound of drums make it even worse. So this technique could be a lifesaver for you. Let's jump into the DAW and see how it is done. So here we have a live recording of my band Stunde Null. If we open the video in Reaper, then you can also see me playing this song. And if we listen to just the snare bass, so snare top and snare bottom microphone, we can hear that there's quite a lot of hi-hat bleed in the snare mics. Let me show you my new technique to get rid of this hi-hat bleed. First, you insert Soothe 2 as your first plugin on the snare bass. Then you have to send your hi-hat mic to the sidechain of the snare drum. So here we have the hi-hat microphone. I don't send the hi-hat directly to the sidechain of the snare. I use an additional aux for that. Let me show you why I do this. Let's solo this hi-hat aux channel and open the plugins. I have inserted FabFilter Pro G, a gate plugin, in ducking mode. The reason for that is that I want to silence the snare hits. This is because I don't want Soothe to react on the snare hits coming in from the sidechain. I just want the hi-hat information to be sent to the sidechain of the snare bass. Let's listen to this hi-hat aux with this gate plugin on it. You can hear that every time the snare drum hits, it will mute the channel for a short time. If we don't make this additional step with this additional aux and the gate plugin on it, we will lose some of the attack of the snare drum, and we don't want that. By doing so, every time the snare is hit, Soothe 2 receives no signal on the sidechain, so it doesn't react to anything and lets the original signal passing through without turning down any frequencies. Then, after the short blip, the hi-hat is coming through again, and Soothe 2 will react to the resonant frequencies in the sidechain signal and turn them down in our main snare signal. Let's listen how it sounds with this enabled. I will play it once again and enable and disable Soothe 2. You can hear how the hi-hat is turned down in the snare signal while the snare sound remains the same. Let's listen to the whole kit. And if I disable Soothe, we get a much cleaner sound. So there you have it. This is my newest technique to reduce cymbal bleed in my shell microphones. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have learned something new. And if you want to have some top-notch drum samples, then just click the link in the description and you can download my drum samples for free. Please subscribe to this channel and see you next time. Bye.